Hi, I'm Reverend Spaceman.
And I'm Jordan.
Pasty Pale's very own Jordan.
Yes.
Gracing me with his presence in the Spacement.
Yes, it's been a while. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah.
So, thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We're being Spacement Dwellers today. And this is a new thing called, I guess called the Spacement Dwellers Toy Aisle. I might change my mind about that, but it'll be in the title.
As of right now, the working title is Spacement Dwellers Toy Aisle. And obviously we're going to talk about some toys. We're both big-time collectors. And
very grown adult men talking about toys.
Yes. And what better way to do that than to record it for you guys?
Yeah. All 8 of my subscribers.
It's going to be 10 after this episode. I can
I'm
feel it.
I'm hoping just get that 2 extra, get in the double digits.
So,
yeah,
being a part of Pasty Pale Productions and Reverend Spaceman channel, we are currently trying to form new shows, and this is among the first of hopefully a few more that we want to do on a regular basis.
We got a couple more in the pipeline.
Yes, we also have Out of the Loop, which has been a fun thing to listen to, as I'm a audience member / contributor a little bit. Yeah. I've enjoyed that.
The studio audience.
Yes, live studio audience.
Yeah, we don't do canned Jordan.
And we've got a few more music, potentially some movie stuff. Jake's got his own thing that he does with his reviews, and then we'll have the regular Pasty Pale Roundtable. But we want to also branch out and do a little more diversity and have
more black people,
more women, children, all that good stuff.
Minorities, political correctness.
Yes, political podcast.
Yeah,
with only Dave.
Yeah, I would watch that.
Yes,
I'd like to see the bizarre corner that Dave goes into when he's talking about the election. But
which is almost over.
Thank God.
Yeah. So let's have our own locker room talk about some toys.
Yeah, finally getting to this thing. It's only been 2 minutes. I guess introductions. I am Reverend Spaceman. I've mentioned that. I've really just been I've done a few things on my channel, mostly just stuff on Pasty Pale, a little bit here and there. Just not really found my own footing, I guess.
Until now.
Yeah, probably, hopefully. Just kind of living in Jake's shadow.
Yes. We're hoping to coast off his fame.
Absolutely.
And the great guys at Film Beef.
Yeah. Anyway,
you want to get started on just how long you've been collecting, what you collect, and all that fun stuff?
It's kind of been on and off. Like most collectors, I would say, toy collectors, it's been kind of on and off since I was a kid. I've still got a few of the toys I had back then. And I never really stopped buying action figures. Like when other people around my age were stopping and buying more, like, I don't know, condoms or whatever, adult things, medicine, I kept buying Trasnformers, which is kind of where I got my start, as you can see over there.
Yes, I'm looking at a lot of Trasnformers, toys, Gundams, anything you name it, even some superhero stuff thrown in there, and it is a nice Spaceman, I must say.
Thank you. Yeah, I'd say Trasnformers is the one I've been with the most. It started like the early 2000s, and I've lost most of the ones I had back then, but I had a lot of Trasnformers Armada. I skipped Beast Wars. I just did.
I actually had a few of those.
I think I had a couple, but like I really didn't.
Yeah, you didn't get into the collecting phase of it.
Yeah, and most of my Trasnformers are different versions of Optimus Prime. I've got, I don't have the original, but I've got, remakes of that version. I've got Movie Optimus, Armada Optimus, of course, Trasnformers Prime, video games. I've got a little bit of every kind of Optimus represented in one way or another. And in 2012, I went on a trip to New Zealand, to see the Shire, because I'm such a Lord of the Rings fan, obviously. But while I was over there...
Jake will appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. While I was over there, I came across a store that had a lot of, Japanese stuff, and I saw, a Gundam, an SD Gundam, one of the, not really detailed ones. And I was like, You know, I haven't really done anything with these for a while. I think I might just pick this up and, you know, whatever. And I built it and it was fun. And when I got back home, I, like, looked into it a little bit and found that, holy shit, Gundam models have been a huge thing since I was a kid, and now they're, like, all over the place. They're called Gunpla, which is short for Gundam plastic models, and they had, like, exploded since 2010, so I just kind of started picking up a few here and there, and now I might have a problem.
It's never a problem when it comes to toys.
Yeah.
I actually have that Thomas that you got displayed over there.
You have that one?
Yeah, I bought it.
The Voltron?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's about all I can contribute to the Transformer stuff.
Yeah, I have a few bootlegs just because they're so crazy.
So I guess to let the audience know, our main passions with collecting is, like you, Transformers and Gundam stuff. And for me, it's Star Wars, which is very broad.
Oh, yeah.
And very common. But
very merchandise.
That's the aim we'll be coming out for a lot of collectors here that listen. If you're a big Transformer person or Star Wars, this is the podcast for you. We hope to do some product reviews, just general news, all that good stuff for you. And there's always new stuff coming out with both lines.
Yeah, always. Yeah. Maybe if you're into one, you might just discover something about the other you like.
Yeah. Or if you just hate one and love the other, just listen to half the podcast. Hey, still listen for us.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to do on your background?
I guess around like maybe 2013, I started getting into customizing. Like, it's a big thing with model kits especially, but I've done it to a few Transformers. Just kind of taking them apart, giving them a custom paint job, maybe building a few custom accessories and putting them back together like that. That's a little bit of that I do, and it's on my Instagram. But let's hear about your history.
All right, so just like you, I started getting a lot of toys when I was a little kid. It was really random. You don't start out as a kid as a collector.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't know what a collector is, but
you just throw them in a drawer or something.
You have a little bit of a sense of, hey, I want this.
Yeah.
This product, and I want all of them. Kind of like I had with Power Rangers when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I think the first like toys that I really had a lot of when I was little was the Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh yeah.
The metal trains, not just
some
plastic crap that comes out now. I actually had a lot of those.
And the wooden ones.
Yeah. Yeah, I was a huge Thomas fan. And I think that, as far as I can remember, that was like the first, like, you know, toy line I actually wanted to get and collect. And we would go to Toys R Us and always buy them. And then as I got a little older, I switched over to Power Rangers. I had tons of those.
Have to get tons more, probably.
Yeah. I actually will. I like the way this new movie's heading. And
yeah, I'll probably pick up at least the Zords.
Yeah. And then after that, it was kind of a various assortment of things. I get a lot of superhero stuff, a lot of Batman, especially because Batman the Animated Series was so popular then.
Oh, yeah.
They had tons of Batman toys out anywhere you looked.
Yeah.
And little toys like that, random stuff, Beetleborgs, if anyone remembers those.
Vaguely.
A little bit of Transformers here and there, Beast Wars, even like Jurassic Park would come out with stuff. If it was a toy and it looked cool, I was probably going to buy it or scream and cry till I got it.
Yeah.
Because I was a bad kid. But then in 1995, Star Wars Power of the Force 2 line came out, finally. And that's what changed my life for Star Wars and for collecting, because I was 3 years old, probably almost 4, when the 95 figures came out.
Yeah.
And that's when the movies got released on VHS. Not the special editions, they just came back out on VHS, like remastered.
Yeah.
And that's where I watched Star Wars for the first time and fell in love with it. But the thing is, it was so crazy with this toy line, because it had been, I think, 85 was the last time Power of the Force 1 was out.
Yeah.
I think there may have been some droids and figures out in between
the droids cartoon happened somewhere in there.
It didn't have the effects like Power of the Force 1 did. From
Yeah.
85 on. Star Wars was kind of dead for a little bit. In 91, you got it resurrected with the EU and the Thrawn trilogy.
No, yeah.
Really, with 95, the action figure boom really started this whole Star Wars trend that hasn't died down since, 21 years later. And that's when I started to collect a lot of Star Wars toys. They were everywhere, Walmart, anywhere you could go, you'd find them. I just started getting all those there.
And where's all the Lord of the Rings toys, right?
Yeah, exactly. Nowhere.
Yeah.
Come out for 6 months, and then
Yeah.
the movie's over. But anyway, Star Wars, it was everywhere. Along with watching the movies, I would see characters I liked, and then I would recognize them from my toys, or I'd recognize them from the movies.
Yeah.
It was just kind of a love that started, and something that I never really lost. Although I do kind of regret, as I got older, like 14, 15, I kind of stopped collecting altogether. I kind of thought I outgrew it and didn't think it was cool. And I was just focused on more different things.
Yeah.
I think the time I kind of realized it, because I wasn't collecting much once I got to 12, 13, but I was 13 when Revenge of the Sith came out, and I started buying some of the Episode 3 toys. I wasn't that crazy about them anyway, the designs of those, but, I've been getting them since Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones stuff, and I like those toys enough. But I just felt like I was kind of outgrowing Star Wars a little bit, and it was kind of bittersweet. I thought I was growing up, and turns out I
should have known better.
Yeah, I should have known better, because pretty much from the time I stopped collecting till a few years ago when I picked it back up, there were so many good toy lines out, and now I'm kind of playing catch up.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but it's fun at the same time, because you get to discover all these new figures and toys you didn't know were out there, or
kind of like when
stuff you didn't think you'd ever get.
Like when you don't watch a show for like so many years, and then it's like, oh, I got all these seasons I can just marathon.
Yeah, like you will with Game of Thrones one day.
Maybe, probably one day.
Cricket. But yeah, I think that was kind of a regret. But no one I knew was really just collecting toys.
Yeah.
At the same time, it wasn't until I started getting back into comic books big time that I would go to shops and see all these toys. I was like, man, those look cool. Or I'd recognize toys I had from when I was little that I just can't find anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I still wish I had these. I wish I collected, but I still put it off. And one day I just kind of bit the bullet and started buying some cheaper Power of the Force Star Wars toys, and ever since then I've been addicted to getting more figures and toys. But Star Wars has been my go-to, my specialty, but I also have other little things I collect that we can probably get to later. But the main thing is Star Wars, and then I got back into it about probably 3-ish years ago, in terms of wanting to always avidly collect money issues. If they aren't bad, but that's been the main thing. So we've both kind of been collecting and playing with action figures since we were little, like most kids.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's got to come a time where you decide if you're gonna just put them on the shelf and never go again, or keep hunting.
Yeah,
we've decided to hunt.
Yeah, and also put them on the shelf.
Yes,
after we hunt. Yeah, and maybe post a few of them on Instagram.
Yes,
that's more my thing. But
at Reverend Spaceman.
Yeah,
on Instagram, people.
If you like Gundams, I try to at least post one a day.
Yeah, you do pretty good at it.
Yeah, because I'll usually, like I said, with Gundams and model kits in general, you build them out of the box, they're fine, but usually they're even better if you add some detail to it, a little paint here and there, that kind of thing.
Plus, it's a fun hobby, I would imagine. I'm not artsy or crafty at all, but if I had that skill, I would like to do it, because especially with Star Wars toys, as I'll get into later in this episode and future episodes, the articulation is not the best.
Yeah.
At least from Hasbro. So if I was
Come on.
any sort of creative, I would definitely try to do some custom with Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think just overall, even with superhero stuff and other random toys, it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, the stuff you get like at Walmart, it's not going to be like well painted or anything usually. Anyways, like even
that's why you're paying under $10 for it.
Yeah.
Which I like, but at the same time, you gotta decide if you want the cheapness just to have it,
Yeah.
the quantity, or you want the quality.
Yeah, and there's some quality ones out there.
Oh yeah.
Like Figure Arts, BanDai.
Yeah. Hot Toys.
Yeah.
Which, as I mentioned, I guess at the beginning of the episode, we'll do more product reviews, specific product reviews in the future. And if anyone out there is listening, hopefully, want to suggest something we review,
those extra 2 people.
Yes, please feel free to comment.
Yeah.
Page, and we've got Facebook and Twitter and all that. So please don't be shy.
Yeah, I'll have links to the Pasty Pale Facebook and Twitter and all that in the description.
Awesome.
Because I don't use Facebook, but Jake can relay your messages to me. I guess anything recently you've bought that you really liked or disliked or feel like talking
I have
about?
Both.
All right, let's hear it.
I have the Rogue One stuff.
Yeah.
Star Wars just came out, and of course I bought them.
Yeah.
Because I mainly try to collect the 3.75 figures just because they're cheaper and they look cooler displayed in my room and on my wall.
Yeah.
That's what they make more of. So that's what got me into collecting and recollecting was just the affordability, and there's so many.
Yeah.
So I've been buying those, and they're just like the Force Awakens. They're fine. You know, you're getting what you pay for $7-8, but still the designs aren't great.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of a love-hate. Yeah, I want to have them just because I can't not go to Walmart and Target and Toys R Us. I always have to check the toy aisles, no matter where I go.
Yeah.
Even if I don't buy, I just have to see what's open.
Oh yeah.
That's what I hate, because I'll just do like my last little run through at Walmart when I'm getting something totally different, and then I see this toy, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, I said last time I would get it if it was still there, and now it's still here.
Yeah.
That's what you hate.
And like, this paycheck wasn't that great, but I said it to myself. It's there. It might not be there next time.
And what's even worse is I'll go to like Walmart or Target or something for a specific reason. Say it's to get, like some food.
Yeah.
But then I go to the toy aisle first, end up getting a toy that I had no plans on. Then I leave the store and realize I didn't get the food that I came for.
Or you're like, oh, well, do I want to eat? Or do I really want this Transformer?
No,
it's the Transformer.
I can find some old bread.
Yeah. I got ramen.
I needed this Transformer. But yeah, that's the only recent purchase I've had. Also, not a big time pop collector, but I have
I got
a decent amount. I think all 4 of us at Pasty Pill have a decent thing of.
Yeah.
Even Jake and Dave, who aren't as big in the toy collecting, have decent pop.
They're kind of entry level collector's items. That's not a bad thing at all.
Yeah, they're affordable.
Yeah.
I kind of compare them to Beanie Babies about 15 years ago.
Yeah, about the same.
In terms of, I don't think they'll be that rare like people do now.
A few of them might.
Yeah, a few will be just because there's not that many produced.
I like the exclusives, maybe.
Yeah. Now, I did just get the exclusive Lemmy from Motorhead, who passed away last year.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to come out in November, but I already got mine.
Wow.
Thanks to eBay. I think it was an overseas purchase.
Yeah.
So he's been chilling in my room for the past month before it hit the U.S. store, so I was kind of cool on that.
Yeah.
And then I think that's about it. I've actually been collecting the Batman v Superman toy line.
Oh, nice.
Say what you want about the movie, but I think the figures are really good, especially the cheaper $10 ones.
Yeah.
Those are some of the best figures I've seen in a while.
I've actually seen some things in the toy line that should have been in the movie.
Yeah.
Like
there's tons of suits, Batman suits and Superman suits.
And there's like a Toys R Us exclusive 3-pack. Yeah. Batman, Superman, and Lex Luthor in battle armor. That's the movie we wanted to see.
Exactly. I mean,
I think he could have just done that instead of Doomsday.
Yeah. They started putting those on the shelves in January, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
I'm getting more pumped for this movie. And they had all these different designs, and they're still there. I think as a result for the movie not being great, I don't think the line is sold that well, but
not
too
great.
Care.
Yeah.
I think they look awesome.
Yeah, the movie itself was great for merchandise on its own.
Yeah.
For nothing else.
I actually like have you seen the multiverse?
Yeah.
Toys. I actually start collecting a few.
I've been
of
looking
those.
at some of those. I saw
the Suicide Squad ones are pretty neat. With Joker.
I like those.
More Batman.
I like the DC Multiverse one. Did some Injustice toys
Yeah,
too that were looked really good.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably start getting a few of those because it's just I hate starting a new product.
Yeah.
To collect.
Gotta find a place for it.
And then I want to start collecting more when I just shouldn't and don't have the money. But
yeah.
That's kind of the price you pay for it.
It is.
But among the recent purchases,
It's mainly just been Rogue One stuff,
Yeah.
Star Wars in general. So, what about you?
As you can see from this stack I've got right here, like right there,
yes,
I bought a lot of Gundams recently.
Just a few.
Just a few. I bought some from the high grade Build Fighters line because Gundam Build Fighters Try came out last year, and recently there was like a special episode. It's called an OVA thing. It's basically the same plot as PSO2, the animation, except good. It's about kids in high school who collect Gundams and they make custom ones and they get to fight with them Yu-Gi-Oh style with holograms. It sounds really dumb, and it kind of is, but it's made with like a real love for the franchise. There's a lot of references to a lot of Gundam references only Gundam fans would get watching it, while still being something anyone could watch. And I bought a lot of those, and some of those I noticed were actually getting cheaper and cheaper in price, but not in quality, which was great.
yes,
Pretty much all those were solid builds. A lot of them are like, since they're custom versions of existing Gundams or existing mobile suits, they're more or less variations on an existing model kit. So a lot of spare pieces for customizers like myself to use for other things. And even more recently, I've been really getting into the high-grade Iron-Blooded Orphans line from the newest Gundam
I like
series.
that name.
Yeah, Iron-Blooded Orphans. It's really good. If I had to guess, I would say it's like the Game of Thrones of Gundams, probably.
A little better.
Yeah, because it's got Gundams. It's literally Game of Thrones with the things that I say Game of Thrones needs, which is space and robots. It's gritty, brutal. I reviewed it a little bit on the Pasty Pale show. And all of the figures from it, it seems kind of like a cop-out to do this, but it's actually really cool. All of the Gundams use a version of the same inner frame, which until now we'd only seen real grade Gundams, which are like the same scale but a lot more detailed. Take like a whole afternoon to build. And these high grades aren't as detailed as that per se, but the inner frame really adds like a sense of stability to it and interchangeability, so you can like easily take armor pieces from one and slap it on another one. It all fits together really great, and yeah, they stand really well, like on their own. Some of them have got
that's a great thing to have.
Yeah,
That's a big issue with a lot of toys that are open out of the box.
Yeah,
you barely move. They're gonna fall over, and it's gonna.
Especially ones with like very human feet.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you need a stand for a lot of those, but these, no, like you can even. I've even been able to like pose them kind of almost leaping, like with one foot on the ground, and they've still been able to stand up pretty well. And that is just damn impressive.
Yeah.
And other than that, when I was on my big vacation to New Jersey, vacation spot New Jersey, but I like, yeah, good old Joyzy. Forget about it, your cabbage. I got to go to New York and Philly while I was there, and I picked up the Titans Return Optimus Prime, the Titans Return Leader Class Power Master Optimus Prime, which is an extreme retooling of a previous Ultra Magnus mold. The articulation stuff's about the same as the Magnus one, but like the details are great. It's got a head that like the helmet actually flips off to reveal a smaller just head inside it, and you can take that off and it turns into a little guy. His head is a separate Transformer. It's for Transformers fans. It's called a Headmaster. It's been a thing for a while, but they're interchangeable. With other ones if you have other ones, so that's kind of cool. And that's the first Titans Return I've got. I kept up with Combiner Wars, the previous Transformers thing, a lot, which was obviously combiners. You had Voyager ones that could turn into a torso, and then smaller deluxe ones that could turn into limbs for it. I've got a few of those. You can probably see one over there. And I kept up with that one pretty well. I probably spent more money on it than I should have.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I get used to hearing that. But that was a really solid line, and it looks like Titan's Return. While it's not going to be combiners, obviously. Just the toys themselves are really shaping up to be really solid, and from what I've seen, I'm probably going to pick up a few more.
Awesome.
Yeah, I've never really been disappointed with. I guess with a Hasbro thing, there's really not great detailing with the paint on the Power Master Optimus Prime. For someone like me, that's not a big deal because I can just paint it, but I could see, someone who just wants to keep it in the box or, whatever, doesn't really do any painting. I could see that being kind of an issue.
How long does it usually take to customize when you do it?
It depends. I can do some stuff in a day. Like, if all I'm doing is, like...
No, yeah, because they're definitely projects.
Yeah.
They're going to take some time.
Oh, yeah. Like, the last 2 custom Gundams I made, Gundam Entropy, I named it, and then Gundam Singularity, which are on my Instagram. Those took about a week each, on and off, because a lot of it was, finding the parts, ordering a certain thing that I want for it, because with Gundams you get the Gundams, and there's also little add-on kits for them you can get, and I had to order a few of those, but, about a week, I'd say, is the average. If all I'm doing is, a little bit of detailing and, adding a top coat, I can do that in a day, I've had some take up to a month, but a lot of it was just ordering parts. Like with Transformers, I'll get parts on Shapeways, which is a 3D printing site. People make parts for them there. Really good site, honestly. Everyone who listens to this and enjoys it would probably want to give it a shot. There's probably something on there you want. It's a little expensive, but it's worth it just because people make them and they're usually such detail and stuff.
Yeah, because I think someone, like I said, not very crafty or artsy, I appreciate and respect that a lot because they look cool when they're done, but, it takes a lot of time to go into it, and I always look forward to seeing the end results, so I encourage anyone that does that to send that to us, and we can post them on Facebook and Twitter and all that, so. Yeah,
we'll be sure to share them. Might even feature them in the podcast.
Yeah, like we said in the beginning, if you've got a product you want us to review, even if it's not Transformers or Star Wars, we're open to it. We're not just solely Star Wars and Transformers. We like to branch out and collect other things.
Yeah, I've got a few superhero things. I've got a handful.
We've all got our assortment of superhero stuff and little things like that. I'm trying to think, what are the big toy lines out right now? When you go to Walmart, like the recent stuff I've just been seeing is Star Wars.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. Pretty
Ninja
much.
Turtles.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles 2. And
the show. I hear it's really good. I've never watched it, but...
Well, movie was okay.
Yeah.
This is not a movie podcast.
Yeah.
So we've got another one for that.
Yeah.
But
sometimes.
Yeah. Transformers.
Movies aren't good. The Walmart here, the Transformer section is just abysmal. Yeah. It really is. I go to Toys R Us over in Lexington, Canada for that, and even then it's not great. Usually, if I really want something, I'll have to find it online.
Yeah, I would say so, especially with Transformers.
Yeah.
I'm lucky with Star Wars, at least with the new stuff, older toy lines that aren't sold in stores anymore unless you go to a comic shop or a toy shop. I can usually buy online cheaper than the store, but
Barnes & Noble's actually pretty good for stuff, though.
Yeah, my problem with them is they're overpriced.
Yeah,
but they're also really good.
Yeah, and
products like with the superhero, like the standee stuff.
Yeah,
oh, that's really awesome.
They've got that Samurai Vader I've been seeing there.
Yeah,
that looks kind of cool.
Yeah, they do have really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Any more upcoming purchases you're looking into?
As far as upcoming, more Bandai. Like I mentioned to you, I showed you a little bit.
Yes, I was interested by that.
Yeah, Bandai has some very good Star Wars action figure models. Like there's a extremely detailed, dead-on Darth Vader one. The only downside of that looks like the cape because it's just solid plastic. But someone like me,
vinyl capes like they did in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Original toy lines.
Oh yeah. someone like me, I could just make like a cloth cape for it and pretty much immediately improve the articulation like that, because as it is a bit of a shell, but it looks really good. The head on it especially looks phenomenal.
Than Hasbro.
Yeah.
Which isn't saying much.
You can do better, Hasbro. Although I understand you gotta keep under budget. You're mostly selling to kids, so I get it.
Hasbro motto: quantity over quality.
Yeah. A lot of Transformers collectors like myself kind of notices. A lot of us will go for the Takara Tomy version because they create and distribute the Transformers in Japan. That's kind of it started as a whole deal between Takara and Hasbro, and they cost more, sometimes even double, but the painting detail on them and stuff is just like miles ahead of Hasbro. It's worth the money.
I sense a theme. I might bash little Hasbro on this podcast.
So it's a love-hate relationship. It's definitely
I love what
that.
you've done with all your toys and bringing out all these products over the years, but as time goes on, you're just getting old.
Yeah.
Your articulation goes down. Everything just is taken down a notch.
Yeah.
And we need to fix that.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's better than it was. Like in the 80s, Transformers were bricks. So I'll take this over that. I mean, those toys are collectibles.
Yeah,
but
I can't totally speak for everything else Hasbro does. I just know from a Star Wars standpoint, they can do better.
They can.
You're better than this.
Yeah. Aside from that, upcoming, these are more new. BanDai also has started releasing a bunch of Dragon Ball Z model kits with a lot of the same engineering that they've used in the Star Wars ones and in Gundams. From what I've seen of them, they just look phenomenal. And I mean, I would need to paint them up a little bit because they are just flat plastic. But even the flat plastic on them looks great. They've got Goku, Frieza, Cell, Gohan, and I think Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Kid Buu are on the way.
When do those released, or have they been?
I think it's later this year. I haven't looked too deeply into it, but they're on pre-order.
Pokemon too.
Man, I hope so. That'd be great.
Logo?
They did have. Have you ever heard of Sprue Kits?
I don't think so.
They're another like action figure model kit line from Bandai America.
Okay.
You can get them at Toys R Us. They've got Pokemon. They've got some pretty good Batman.
I have seen some Pokemon stuff at Toys R Us, so it may have been that.
Yeah, they've got Pokemon. They actually got a lot of like DC stuff. They got Batman. That Batman right there was one of them.
Yeah, I have seen those. I just didn't know what they were called.
Yeah, they're worth checking out if you don't mind, building a little bit. And the instructions are easy to follow, even on Gundams. They're in Japanese, but it's very like, picture, here's this piece, it's got a number on it. It's, you can follow it.
Well, for those who can't read Japanese, unlike you still think it's easy to follow.
Absolutely, because I'm fluent. Watashi wa konnichiwa. I think I just said my name is hello. I don't know. No, I don't speak Japanese.
Oh,
but
I thought you did.
No, I speak Elf from Lord of the Rings. Remember, I speak it fluently because I'm such a fan.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right. You did that whole show that I don't think ever got released.
Yeah, Jake.
Yeah.
It's in the vault.
Yeah, we'll have it on one of those vault release days.
Yeah, special edition DVDs.
Yes. Like I said, I think I might try to buy one or two multiverse figures because it's like I go to the stores every time and just kind of look at them longer than I should. So one day I'll do it.
They look really good.
Yeah, one of these days I will do it. I might get a few more BVS, more Star Wars obviously, but in terms of new products, superhero stuff might be as far as I go.
Yeah.
I haven't really been collecting as much Marvel.
Yeah. Well, Marvel.
Yeah. Marvel Legends is good, but
I
think it's not something I want to start collecting. I have the Daredevil one, the Daredevil yellow suit, which I like a lot, but I don't know. I think the multiverse is a bit neater in my opinion.
Yeah, I do like that the Marvel Legends kind of give you like a piece of a bigger figure.
I do like Marvel Legends a lot. I just don't.
One day I'd like to.
If I'm gonna buy the $20 ones, I'll probably do multiverse for now.
Oh, yeah.
And eventually I might do Marvel Legends because I know that product has been growing toys.
Yeah.
A lot of people do it. Another line I'd like to collect is just harder because you can't find them hardly anywhere unless you go to like Amazon or eBay, and even then it's not easy to find. Is some of the Indiana Jones toys.
Oh yeah,
which
franchise I've been getting into.
yes, 2008 when Crystal Skull came out, they released a lot of old toys from all the movies.
Nice.
Looked really cool. I only have a few like Indiana Jones from those, but they also had a toy line from the 80s when the movies came out, which I'd like to collect a few of those here and there.
Oh, yeah.
Which I also do for Star Wars. I have a few of the old vintage loose figures. I have the Blue Snaggletooth, the original.
Yeah.
78, which is among the most rare toys. I might go into more detail on that in a future episode, but I have a few of those, and I wouldn't mind to avidly collect some Indiana Jones. Not go all out, but here and there, get a few a year.
Yeah.
It's something I've been
Build
wanting to do for a while.
Build the Lucasfilm family a little bit.
Yep. Everyone loves some George.
Yeah. Howard the Duck toys, come on.
Yeah. They need to have that reboot.
Oh yeah.
But that's pretty much the most of the stuff I plan on doing. It's always going to be Star Wars. So if you ask me, it's going to be some variation of Star Wars. Just like it'll be Transformers with you, I see.
Yeah. Gundam, more Gundam, a little bit of Transformers.
Gundam and Transformers, just that whole little family.
Yeah. Toy robots.
Yeah. And we'll surprise you with some picks, hopefully.
Yeah.
Here and there. Have some random stuff out there.
I did see a Digimon thing that looked pretty good at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, there's always cool stuff. That you just don't. That's kind of the beauty of and the fun of hunting. You look for something that you had no intention of buying or even knew it existed.
Oh yeah.
And that's when you get the most excited when you see it and buy it.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have a few of those.
That's what I'd recommend Hobbytown for. Like most of it is model kit stuff that I like to build, but they got a few just things here and there that are just collectible, and it's worth giving a look. I've never checked Hobby Lobby. I don't think they have as much of that stuff, but Hobbytown,
not as good as the town.
Yeah. Lobbies, whatever. The town is where it's at.
Yes. Sorry, Ben Affleck.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what else? I guess I'm really looking forward to that Revan.
Yes,
Black
I was
Series
going to mention
Revan.
that. I was hoping it would be released on the Force Friday this past year.
Yeah.
The more, as time got closer,
Yeah.
the more I looked for it, you just couldn't find it.
It's so
They
weird.
had fake pre-orders.
Yeah.
It still looked pretty good, but they had fake pre-orders for it.
Bootlegs.
Yeah, a lot of bootlegs, but I just don't know when it's coming out. It could. They may have switched it to January. It could come out late December when the movie comes out, but
Maybe Revan's in.
Yeah.
Maybe Revan's in Rogue One.
Yeah, maybe that's why they're hiding it. That'd be cool.
That Vader helmet we saw, takes
Yeah.
it off. It's Revan underneath it the whole time.
That would be sweet.
That'd be a weird twist that I would like.
But hopefully, with maybe the Wave 2 stuff comes out early next year, it could be a part of that. But
Yeah.
I feel like we'd be at least getting some leaks.
Yeah.
Even though Star Wars and Hasbro's probably kind of keeping hush-hush about it.
Yeah.
That's definitely a Black Series I will buy. I want to get more Black Series too. I mean, I have a decent amount, not many. It's just if the articulation was better, which I'm not a huge fan against theirs.
Yeah.
I like theirs pretty well. The BanDai, obviously, you showed me is better than Hot Toys, but I like Black Series for what it's worth for being Hasbro. So
Yeah.
that's about all you can ask for them. So I have a decent amount of those. I might get one or two more with Rogue One.
Yeah, I can expect as this podcast goes on, just a lot of. I like Hasbro, but
Yes, that's going to be the theme.
yeah,
Take anything away from this episode. It's, Hasbro's cool and all.
but
It should be better.
Yeah, and I do like. I guess it's a shame that's kind of dead now, but I did like what they were doing with Infinity, Disney
Yeah.
Infinity, which they've just
I was meaning to get some of those.
You can still find them.
Yeah.
And they're probably going to be clearing soon.
Yeah, that's why I was pretty much holding out for it.
Because the game is dead. The figures still look nice if you don't mind the cartoony style of it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't
don't.
like it first.
Yeah.
But I think
Grows on you.
As time went on, I saw more. And
Yeah.
I kind of that style won me over for what
Oh,
they were
yeah.
doing with that.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not
I
gonna.
like the these characters.
Yeah, they got a lot of
Force Awakens.
Yeah, they got pretty much the whole saga.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah, Maul, Obi-Wan, Episode 3 Obi-Wan is one of them. It's most of the prequel era stuff is Clone Wars based, which is fine because Clone Wars is good, and it kind of fits the style a little more, anyways. And then later on, it's that style with other characters. I guess can be a little off-putting, but you get used to it. And the game was fun, but it's also dead, so I don't care.
Doesn't matter. Rogue One is going to bring stuff back.
Yeah.
Then once that dies down, Episode 8 is going to bring stuff back.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cycle. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I might pick up a few Rogue One toys. I like those. What do they call them? The Black Stormtroopers. Do they have a name for them yet?
The Imperial Death Troopers.
Death Troopers.
Yeah.
I'd heard that, but I thought it was a fan name. But
I picked up one of the Death Troopers Black Series. That's the one Black Series I did pick up for Rogue One because on the Force Friday we had locally was not good once again.
Yeah.
So I went to other Walmarts.
City of Frankfurt, Canada. You can do better, like Hasbro.
I went to other Walmarts, and they weren't doing that great either.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were releasing some stuff, and then they weren't putting out 3.75 figures, which is what I wanted.
Yeah.
And I told you earlier in the week, like 5 days before, our local Walmart had already put out the Rogue One figures.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, 5 days early, so I'm going to buy them, and then go to checkout, and it's like, error, invalid, can't be sold.
Yeah, they did that to me back when Disney Infinity wasn't dead. Yeah. They did that to me with an Ant-Man. Like, I got it. I think it was literally like an hour before, because I think they were going to be released the next day, and I got there at like 11 at night.
Yeah,
so
mine was 5 days.
Yeah.
Early.
But yeah, they just won't let you buy it. And I get that you're not allowed to do that, but if you're a customer and, you go and to the register and you can't buy something, it should be on them, not on us.
Yeah, and then I went back that Thursday night for Force Friday, hoping they'd
Be out because I know they had them.
Yeah.
I was holding them, and
of course. They weren't out, and then I asked one of the workers if when they were going to be released, and they're probably like, well, not until our boss gets there at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to
Wait around.
wait around for 6 hours. But
Nah.
I was able to go to another Walmart and pick up the Death Trooper
That's good.
Black Series because that one was already hard to find. Like, you can't find it now.
Yeah.
So I was glad I picked that up. I think it was already going for like 30,
Wow.
40 on eBay that night. So
Yeah.
I was glad I stumbled upon that. That was the big get that night.
Yeah. I think the thing with Hasbro and Black Series, I guess in general, from what I can understand, is they work better with like helmets than actual faces.
Yeah.
Because like when I saw I didn't buy them, but I saw the Black Series Kylo Ren in the Disney store, and
Yes.
the one with his mask on stuff looked pretty good actually, and then the one without the mask looked a little weird.
Yeah, that's been he in particular has been one of the complaints.
Yeah.
Among the small figures and the 6-inch.
Yeah, I mean,
But they're still gonna make money.
oh yeah, they are. I mean, it makes sense because they're basing it
Still
on
getting my money.
Yeah. Yeah, we say all this, we're still going to buy.
I know, that's the thing. Like, that's why I feel like I can get on them a bit, because I'm still a customer for them.
Yeah. It's like, complaining about DC movies, we're still going to see them.
Yeah.
We're still going to see Wonder Woman, we're still going to see Justice League.
Yay, DC.
Yeah.
I'm still probably going to buy some of your figures.
Yeah.
Look cool.
Oh, yeah, I think I might try to pick up more of those Sprue kits, because I know they got Superman. The Batman I've got up there is the Arkham game Batman. I think it's specifically from Arkham City.
I think that's what I'll do. I will buy probably a Multiverse this weekend or within the next week. And
Yeah.
Review it here on the show in the future.
Yeah. I think we're planning to do a little hunting tomorrow, if I'm remembering correctly.
hopefully.
Yeah. So we'll bring the results of that to the show.
Anything else for this inaugural episode?
The maiden voyage of the Spacement Dweller's toy aisle. I guess I'm just gonna stick with that name. It might be it might be different. Look at the title, but that's the one I'm saying now.
Yeah, if you enjoyed this, like we said, like us on Facebook.
Yeah.
Subscribe to Reverend Spaceman on YouTube, Pasty Productions on YouTube. Follow Pasty Pale and Rev on Twitter, Instagram.
Mostly Instagram for me.
Yeah, mostly Instagram to see some cool custom designs. And let us know what you think.
I'm always at it.
If you want to be on the show or have us do a product review, let us know. And
see what we can do.
yes.
We
look forward to doing this. Toy collecting is something we enjoy.
Yeah.
Have always talked about in the past, so why not record it?
Kind of something we've breached a little bit on Pasty Pale, but
Yeah.
it hasn't really been fitting to the subject matter there.
No, this is more in depth.
Yeah.
We can kind of get freaky with it. So.
Yeah. Getting jiggy with Hasbro.
Plus, with our potential Pasty Pale Rev, giant grow that we expect to have.
The network.
Yes, yeah, the network. We want to have a various amount of shows that
a lot of people can enjoy.
Yeah.
So
we'll have a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah.
We want to have some
except
diversity.
the Jews. I'm kidding. Jews are okay.
Well, happy hunting, everyone.
Yeah. And this has been the... I'm going to say the title again, and it might be different, but this has been the Spacement Dweller's Toy Aisle. Greetings, people of the interwebs.